In a country filled with dozens of silent rules and unspoken expectations, you can be seen as a rude or clueless tourist if you do not follow these tips. Nobody talks about these tips because they share the same basic advice when traveling to Japan, or they simply do not know it. But now, you won't be one of them. I've been living in Japan for over a year, traveling with different groups of people, and I've experienced many of these unspoken rules. And now, it's time to share them with you. Tip number 11, use what the locals use. Almost every Japanese person carries a fan, sun umbrella, and handkerchief small towel with them at all times. And unfortunately, the people left out in the dust are the unknowing tourists. This type of fan right here is absolutely crucial when you're visiting Japan during the brutal summers, especially in Kyoto, where the surrounding mountains insulate the heat, making the heat trapped in there and feels like there is no air to breathe. I try to avoid Kyoto at all times during the summer. If you got one of these fans, now you'll be a little bit more prepared. Most Japanese bathrooms actually do not have paper towels or hand dryers, so unless you're going to do the shaking method and you don't sweat, you're going to need a hand towel. You're walking everywhere in Japan. The sun umbrella provides you an extra layer of protection, allowing you to stay a little bit cooler. These items are absolutely crucial when visiting Japan, but especially during the summer or the rainy seasons. These items can be easily brought in from your checked bag or easily purchased at a convenience store, Loft, or Daiso, which brings me to my next tip. Tip number 10, check out Daiso or Loft. Saving you money, Daiso is like the Dollar General of Japan. You can get quirky items such as matcha snacks, chopsticks, and small souvenirs only for a couple $100 yen, which is basically just a few dollars here in America. My next personal favorite is Loft, which is filled with tons of great beauty, skin products, hair products, stationery, home furniture, book bags, and everything in between. At both of these stores, you can buy small, cute, and quirky souvenirs, or you can also get those crucial items mentioned in my last tip. Which brings me to my next tip. Use a coin purse. Cash is king in Japan, but Japan has over 6 different types of coins, meaning you will have hundreds of coins jiggling around in your pockets in your bag, weighing you down. And especially at convenience stores or local restaurants, the prices are very awkward. For example, 181 yen, leaving you with a very unusual amount of change left in your pocket. To bring or buy one of these small coin purses where you can just simply put all of your change in there. In my coin purse, this is all the change that I currently have. It's just completely outrageous to have this in your pocket. Like, really? Okay, let's put them back. By the end of your trip, you're going to have so much money in coins that you're not going to know what to do with them. Or you can get rid of them at local vending machines, convenience stores. Clearly, I haven't done that. They have a machine where you can just dump all of your coins in there to pay for your product. Or at local temples while just giving away donations. Or one of my favorite ways is to use them at the gacha. You just put in a coin, you don't know what you're going to get, and it's such a fun way to get rid of your coins. Tip number 8, look out for underground tunnels. This is one of the biggest secrets that I didn't know until I had to discover it by myself. Japan has countless of underground train systems, including underground cities that feel like a whole new world. Not only can you do local eating, shopping, souvenir hunting here that's just so random to find, but you can avoid walking in the rain, heat, snow, and travel more like a local. There are dozens of secret entrances littered throughout the cities, but the easiest way to find them is to go down the escalator or stairs after any major train station. Most likely there will be a passage there for you, and honestly, follow the locals to try and find your way down there. Tip number 7, your IC card. Not only is an IC Suica or an Icoga card absolutely essential for traveling in Japan, but did you know that you can actually connect it to your Apple Watch or to your Apple Wallet? Tap the Add to Wallet button, tap on Transit Card, and select Suica or Icoga from the list of available transit cards. You're going to hit Continue and follow the prompts as directed. It also makes it extremely easy and convenient to pay, as you don't need to worry about getting cash and figuring out the train machine systems. You can just simply pay it with your Apple Wallet. Otherwise, you'll be scrambling in your bag or in your wallet looking for it as everyone else behind you is waiting on you. And it's such an anxiety-inducing feeling. You don't run the risk of forgetting your IC card and being a silly goober like me, where I forgot it one time and I had to run back all the way to my hotel, and I completely missed the train and I was late for the event. So I was just so frustrated at myself. So avoid being like me and get it on your phone. Tip number 6, and I cannot stress this enough. Don't walk and eat. In Japan, it's seen as extremely rude to walk and eat, even on the trains, except for while you're in the Shinkansen. So please avoid doing this if at all possible. Some famous food streets will actually have signs all over the street saying, "Do not eat here," and they'll instead give you a designated little area where you can stand and eat your delicious food. And bonus tip, remember to bring a trash bag with you because trash cans are hardly found throughout Japan. Tip number 5, use coin lockers. Coin lockers are probably my favorite invention throughout Japan. So Japan has coin lockers everywhere, so you can drop off your stuff for the day, only for 300 to 700 yen for each coin locker depending on the price. And best part here, you can pay for the coin locker using your IC card, so it allows you to explore freely without the extra weight. Tip number 4, Shinkansen seats. The famous bullet train Shinkansen can be taken in any major city all across Japan from the north to the south, only within a couple of hours. You can easily purchase tickets directly at the train station, online on the Shinkansen website, or through a third-party agency. And the most famous route is from Tokyo to Kyoto, allowing you to see the iconic view of Mount Fuji along your ride. For the best view, you must book train seat E. If you cannot get the seat, that's totally okay, as you can actually stand up in the aisles and politely take a picture as Mount Fuji is passing by. However, please note that they do not tell you when you're passing by Mount Fuji, so you're going to have to keep a close eye on it. Also, if you're traveling with lots of suitcases or oversized baggage, then you must book an oversized luggage seat. This is where you can put your suitcases behind you, allowing you more legroom and more comfortability. Reservations are required for this oversized luggage seat, so make sure to do that in advance, as these seats are the last seats on every cart of the train. So speaking of, tip number 3, train rules. It is seen as rude to have your backpack behind you as you're riding the train. Trust me, people will immediately notice this on the train and immediately clocking you as a rude and unknowing tourist. Instead, it's much kinder to put your backpack in front of you while you're standing or sitting on the train. And while Japan is still a safe country, this also prohibits anybody from taking anything from your bag without you knowing it. Also, Japan's trains are intensely silent, meaning please keep your voice down and do not eat if at all possible. Tip number 2, and this is something that I don't think many people really talk about, which is you need to consider the opening times. In America, breakfast or many restaurants open very early, sometimes 6, 7, or 8 a.m. at the very latest. However, in Japan, this is not at all true. Many stores, restaurants, and even breakfast cafes will not open until 11 or 10 a.m. in the morning. And it honestly feels like Japan comes alive after 11 a.m., which is perfect for late sleepers. However, if you're an early morning riser like me, this can be very difficult and honestly quite annoying. So your best breakfast options are at your hotel, convenience stores, or at any small local cafe that is still open, but your options are going to be very limited. So please keep an eye out on opening and closing times when you're planning your day out in Japan. Tip number 1, use Sumimasen. Sumimasen is one of the most common phrases in Japan, as every single tourist must learn this. What you do not know is that you need to use Sumimasen to call the waiter's attention to your table. In America, we wait for the waiter to come to our table after some time of looking at the menu. However, in Japan, this does not happen. You must call the waiter to your table after you're ready to order. So you're either going to use Sumimasen. However, at most tourist or English-friendly restaurants, they will have a button at the table for you to just kindly notify them when you're ready to order. If you do not do this, you will be awkwardly waiting at the table forever. They will not come to you. If you want to know other tips for traveling in Japan or how you can save so much money, then watch my other videos. All right, thank you. Bye.